What's going on, everybody? It's CutsbyCoast back with another video. Today, let's do an unboxing. And if you guys see my video on this clipper, let's go ahead and get into the review of the trimmer that matches. Today we have the VGR V-977 Trimmer. Now this is the trimmer to match that same clipper we just had. If you guys are looking right here, it's gonna have several of the same features. It has 6,000 to 8,000 RPMs. And it's called the VGR Stepless Pro T1. I guess that's the technical name and that's just the actual model number. So let's check out our box here on the side. It's gonna say it has our powerful BLDC motor, a smart LED display, 260 minutes of runtime. It's pretty major. I wonder what okay, so 3.5 hours of charging time for 5 hours of runtime, I think that is. So it's very close to it. Pretty solid. So let's go ahead and flip the lid here. We have our paper just displaying that. And our manual is gonna pop right out here first. So if you guys are wanting to read information about that, maybe warranties, etc., there's that. Let's check out the inside of this box. So here is our trimmer. Let's go ahead and get right into it. So here it is. As far as the ergonomics of this machine, when we're looking at it, it's kind of similar to the Babyliss machine. And then on the back here, we have this little dial looking thing. It's just a thumb grip essentially. But whenever you go to line up somebody, it definitely feels comfortable here. Now this front part is just a little bulky. If they had this somehow, like, I don't know if like skeletoned is the word, but like maybe if this part could extend out a little bit to where this was a little bit better, I think it would be a really great trimmer. Now for the price of this trimmer, this is a good trimmer. This is VGR's first trimmer, as far as I know, that you can zero gap. So if you have one of these little star bits right here, see, if you have one of these little star bits, which I bought at a cheap little Walmart kit for like 10 bucks, you pop that off and there's actual little screws inside here. You can zero gap this machine. So shout out to VGR for letting us zero gap your tools. You guys said it all right out the box. Like, it's sharp, but for all day barbershop use, they're typically not sharp enough for that. Now let's take a look at our cutting blade here. It looks similar to another one that I've tried. I can't really put my finger on it. I don't know, it's like it's a deep tooth cutter, and then the blade here is pretty thin in the back. So it should be ideal for lineups and everything. I'm not sure too well how bulk removal will go, but I'm very excited to try this out, as this is VGR's premium line. Some of their other clippers are nice as well, and they're a little bit heavier, but this is like the metal but light edition. So this is gonna be more comfortable for most people. So here's our LED display. I'm gonna go ahead and take off this little screen cover thing here. Let's go ahead and turn this thing on and see what it sounds like. So here we go. I cool cared them just so it sounds how they're supposed to. So here is the clipper on max RPMs of 8,000. Let's go ahead and dial it down. This is at the slow speed of 6,000 RPMs. If you guys want it to be accurate towards some of your other trimmers, you could do it to 7,200 RPMs. I'm not really sure if that's like a money spot for most manufacturers or how that works, but I typically would use the higher RPM for bulk removal. And if you wanted to just be more, I still think you should do the higher RPM. So I would just do 7,200 or 8,000 for me personally. Now, as far as the front, let's check out this flashlight on here. So obviously if you're running, it's gonna look like that until you're scooping out whatever. But the flashlight itself, it's not super bright, but you can absolutely see it on the head. Now, for me, I'm buying everything necessary to make my job easier. So in our shop, we have very good lighting and we have 2 ring lights at each station. So it's not like essential to me, but I think it's a very cool feature on this trimmer. And it launched on Amazon about a month ago. So if you guys are interested in grabbing this trimmer, that's where you can do so. They also sell these on other websites like AliExpress, but I don't know that it would get here anytime soon compared to Amazon. I believe it's only a very, very slight price difference. But with that being said, we have these 2. We also have the shaver to match. I believe the blow dryer is on the way soon. But for me, I just like how these look just because they're different than a lot of clippers nowadays. I feel like the model is more towards like the low pro style, and the low pros are fine, but the low pros are not the best clipper out. So I don't see how that's a continuously sought after market. So I like the creativity and the long runtime that VGR provides you with. Now this shaver, again, I've always been iffy on trying random shavers, but this shaver is a very smooth shave. Like I have clients ask me like, which one are you using? So if you guys haven't seen the video on this shaver, go check that out as well. Let's go ahead and dive back into the box. So here we have some VGR hair clipper oil, and this clipper oil will not come with the items if you buy it from AliExpress or other sorts. Here's your brush, VGR brush, always nice to have that. I'll use this more of a cleaning brush, or you know, I don't use it as like the everyday brush, but it's not, again, it's not very hard either. It's just kind of like a good in between. Trimmer guards, we have a few of these here. We have 1.5 millimeters, 3 millimeters, 4.5 millimeters, and 6. So just off the top of my head, you're gonna have like half, 1, 1.5, and 2. So that's pretty nice of them to include those. You know, if your client likes a darker mustache, 2 would be perfect. If they like a mustache that's dark enough but not too bulky, a 1 would be great there. Here's our charging dock. It's gonna match our other dock. Now I don't know if they both fit in the same. I can try it out real quick, but it's gonna have like a magnetic connector inside of there and USB-C on the back, along with 4 mini grips for your station so it does not slide everywhere. In the dock, this is how we're looking. Nice and premium look. Has a little wobble to it, but it's not gonna fall out. Obviously sitting on the station, it's gonna click a little bit better. Okay, the clipper does not fit into the trimmer base, but I could see if the trimmer fits in the clipper base. And here's our charger, the USB-C, but they do include the trimmer grip. So this trimmer grip, let's go ahead and put it on there and see how comfortable this is gonna fit. Now this grip is a little tight fitting, so you gotta work with it just a little bit. So here we go with the grip on it. So man, not anything crazy, but for this being such a budget option, the customization with the grip is nice, because that's one thing I hate is whenever I forget to order grips with clippers. If this is already here, you can, you know, it's ready to roll. So it's gonna have a nice grip now. Now it's kind of still gonna be hard to maneuver around certain areas. I'm gonna go get comfortable with it, get some clips, and I'll be right back here for the final thoughts of this trimmer. But so far, that's the VGR trimmer. Let's go ahead and go get some clips.